Hello, and welcome to video day number 22. Day number 23, I mean, of my 30-day 3D modeling challenge. And today I did the mistake of putting off making this video until later. And I feel like I wasn't really in my prime. I was like, my body tends to shut down. Or I do tend to get tired later during the day in the evening, and as opposed to earlier in the morning. Especially since this one was a bit of a bigger trial because I rolled a camera and I chose the one that I own, which is a Canon 11, whatever it was. And the shape of this thing is very weird. It makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, I guess it's like it's a very complex shape with very rounded corners, and I suppose that's like to make it comfortable to hold in your hand, even though I've never liked the shape that the Canon camera has, like, at all. I think it's kind of clunky, and but yeah, and it also has a ton of these little weird details that make it hard to work with the topology, maintaining the topology in a decent, manageable state, shape, or form, I guess. I spent a really long time making the mesh. All in all, it was 111 minutes sharp, just doing the mesh, because I wanted to like add as much of the details as possible, no matter how complex they were. And I noticed myself getting kind of sloppy, but mostly because I'm so fucking tired today. I was at a party at this midsummer eve, Swedish midsummer party, all day yesterday, and it was fun. I had fun, but I'm tired today. I think I ride home at way past 12, at least. But it was fun. It was a decently balanced challenge. Would have not been nearly as painful if I had gotten started doing it earlier during the day instead of just resting and being lazy. But, I'm not. I haven't really done anything today other than resting and being lazy and just putting off doing this video. But it had to be done. It had to be done. I've also been a very shoddy eater today. I haven't really eaten anything today. Sundays do be like that. It's like there's almost nothing symmetrical about this shape. Like, there's these waves and bumps and subtle hollowings and edges and borders that I'm like, ugh, it's and also the overall shape. I didn't really get it as right as I wanted, but yeah, you can still see sort of what it is. But if I would do this differently, I would spend more time on like, if I would have more time, if I would allow myself more time to make a mesh like this for a game, for instance, I would look up the dimensions of it and break down, so I could break down each part of it better. Because this time, I instead of using a picture as a reference or something like that, I just brought out my Canon camera that I own and have it sit next to me, and that turned out to be a little harder to follow a live reference as opposed to just having a mood board on the side on the other monitor or something like that. Um, there's a ton of layer to it, the mesh. I mean, layered complexities, maybe a way I would put it. It has like so many buttons, all different in size and shape, and some parts it's like a little wheel that you scroll through. Other parts are this soft button that clicks. Others are soft button, even hard buttons that click, and it was very. Every single part of it is different, and I guess that's what made it so sort of intangible in a way, if that makes sense. I should really eat something. Now that my body finally gets to relax after this fucking task is done, then it's like, yes, can we please get our sustenance now, please? We've been doing this for the past almost for the past 2.5 hours, focusing on nothing but this, nothing but shapes and lines. I also mess up one of the parts, and I'm like, well, I mess up several things with this. First of all, I here in the modeling process later on, I will make try to round out one of the corners, and the button on the arrow button that is visible there on the right will become warped, and I don't notice it until way after. And also the material. I was so fucking tired at that point, so I just like I had this. I mixed up the material I had for the screen and the material I had for the buttons. So some buttons have screen material instead of button material, and I just don't have the energy to fix it up. I just at that point, by the time that I had gotten started on doing the material, I was just so done with this. Maybe it's like my body getting tired of doing this for 30 days nonstop. Uh, or maybe it's just the fact that I am a bit more tired today. But yeah, I'm still positive that I would have done a better job had I done this early today. Uh, with my coffee. the seam cutting was hell because since the tube, the lens part is so layered, like so many different cylinders intersecting into each other. It was like quite a lot of seemingly like a lot of geometry that covers important seams that I wanted to select quickly. But no, I just yeah. At this point, I was just really starting to lose it. Nah, I haven't lost anything. I did the challenge. I did the thing. And now I'm just sitting here rabbling on to fill out the sound of the video because I can't just post a silent video, you know. I gotta comment the process even though I don't actually have the energy to do it. This is what it's like when you have like an ADHD spurt. It's like, yes, you can do the thing, and the more you do the thing, the less sustenance you need, so you can spend more time on doing the thing, and then or spend more time putting that thing off because you can just do it. You know, you've done it 22 times before. Uh, but the body has its limits, and I can imagine that in some crunching cultures, especially in the dev industry, game dev industry, it's like you can easily end up in this in a situation like this where you're just, it's not good, but hell, I did it. Next time, I will need to manage my time and energy better. Let's manage our time and energy better tomorrow, shall we? Uh, yeah. See, it's like the shape is so weird that UV unwrapping the islands without having a shit ton of warping and stretching becomes such a task. At this point, I just like, okay, let's just try to stitch a few of them together. See what happens. Yeah, the seam cutting process required more time, and I had no patience for it. I even had see I have to like align the quads on the cylinder shapes because they were all squiggly, and we don't want squiggly textures. We don't want squiggly surfaces. That's the thing. Hmm. I'm thinking of other things that I could have done better, but yeah, I mean, just looking up a better reference maybe. Like, for instance, being able to see all sides helps and such. But I did use a live reference. I had the actual object sitting next to me, and I just looked down at it like over and over and over again. And like this shape is just blowing my mind. Yeah, at the point I just give up and keeping track of each island. I should have segmented each part, all the parts better, because right now they are just completely mixed at random. I just made them fit efficiently, but I did not distribute the islands in a way. I didn't pool them in a way that made the material making less painful. Oh, also, I have no idea what happened here. Uh, this whole part of the video is black because when I closed down. Oh, right, yeah. So when I closed down the Blender app, I forgot to reassign OBS to fucking Adobe Substance Painter, so this whole part is black. Oh no, the material making. Well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. That way you don't get to see how much I actually butchered the material, because there was a lot of failure using the polygon fill, and a bunch of polys that were not supposed to have the screen material ended up having. So you can see a couple stray squares of glass material on where there should be none. And I think that's also visible in the last render. I end up showing that. I'm jumping around in the video. This audio voiceover will not be the same length as the video, but you get the idea. It's all black. But yeah, at the end you can see that I realize my mistake and I bring up Adobe Substance Painter again just to show you the final result. And it's, yeah, well, it ended up becoming something. I even hold up the actual camera in the video, so. Anyway, I'm so sorry for this one. I have no excuses other than my own shortcomings. I don't know. I at least I did it. So hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna end this right here because I am very hungry. So I'll see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching. And if you like this, please like and subscribe, and maybe comment something nice. Anyway, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.